Eastern Conference, New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers. OMG. What do you think about that? Philly came off of being down 3-1 against Boston, came roaring back, took Boston Celtics out of it at home on their court. Joel Embiid played lights out. But I said on our Sunday show last week, does he have enough left in his tank? I think Joel Embiid left everything he had in that Boston series, which explains why he missed game 2 in this series. And yesterday you saw him out there. He didn't have a lot of lift from his legs. Got dunked on in a really bad way. That poster is going to be floating around with Robinson for quite a while. I'm sure it will be. But I just don't know that he's got enough left in the tank to make a difference with going up against a legitimate center. He didn't have that challenge again in the Boston series. He didn't have a guy that that's going to go at his head and maybe score 25 or 30 points. But in this series, he does. And I know there's a lot of heat and a lot of hate, towards the New York center, towards New York as a whole, right? But what I'll say to this, when it comes to New York and the Sixers and all of that, I think at the beginning of the series we thought there was going to be an opportunity for a 7-game, slobber knocker. Man, Joel Embiid's injury really makes a difference in this deal here. You see it on the court with the players, their body language. You saw Paul George yesterday, back-to-back turnovers, did not move. Typical Paul George, front runner. Had an opportunity, had 15 points in the first quarter, and he did what Paul George does. He gave us a donut in the next 3 quarters. You can't call yourself playoff P if you're going to score no points. I said no points in the second, third, and fourth quarter of a game 3, first home game in your building in the second round against the vaunted New York Knicks. And if any of you all watched that game, it sounded like it was a Knicks home game. So that was disappointing for the Philadelphia fans. But those New York Knicks fans came out, they showed out, and they supported their team. I'm on record saying I don't like them. I don't like the Knicks. I can't stand them. But those dudes are balling out. They played well, and they put Philadelphia's back against the wall. And there's talk of a sweep, 3-0. I didn't see any life in the second half, really, from Philadelphia to tell me that they're going to come out and bring some fight. I think they play tomorrow, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where the fight's going to come from. It's not going to come from Paul George. Will it come from Maxey? Will it come from Edgecombe? 2 young players in the backcourt.